Here we go. And 3, 2... Whoop, there we go. Suck it, Bob. This is Bob, and that is a horse. Can you believe it? There's actually a horse in People Playground. Now, this horse is actually pretty incredible because not only is it big and shiny and with a little bit of a grumpy face on it, it can also move. And trample onto Bob like this. Now, get away from Bob. Get away from Bob. There you go, horsey. Good job. For this video, I've actually made a bunch of different contraptions that you can see here, and we're gonna go through all of them. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Now, first things first, I'm gonna see if I can send a horse to the moon. I don't know if this has ever been done before, but I'm gonna try it. This here, of course, is a giant rocket just ready to fly up into the stratosphere, and I have just taken the courtesy of attaching a horse with this chain to the other end. And, you know, we're just gonna fly it up and see what happens. And, yeah, okay, cool. So, how does one launch this thing? Because I don't want it to explode in my... Oh, there we go. This is it. Slow motion, because I don't want to miss this. Oh, rocket is flying up. The horse is being dragged along. It's oh, I'm sending a horse to space. Oh, that's amazing. Hey, horsey, have a fun trip. Oh, oops. I might have forgotten that I didn't have a huge testing area, and the horse is no more. Thankfully, it's a mechanical horse, so we're all good. Let's tone things down a bit. What if you were stranded on the road in your car and you had a horse with you? No problem. This horse can pull you along, and this horse can Hello? Why doesn't this work? Oh, there we go. Oh no, the car is working again. I think I jump-started it. There you go. Look at that. This is perfect. Oh, we're taking the horse with us. Oh, man, sometimes it takes a horse to jump-start a car. Now, if I only knew how to stop this thing, I would totally do it, but I actually don't know if it's possible at the moment because the car has moment. And that's the pit of death. All right, no silly business. Oh, that's I think I destroyed the tank. That's not the way I wanted it to happen. Oh God, oh no. All right, so I actually had a scene planned where there was gonna be this tank, and this tank was gonna be attached to the horse, and the horse was gonna be able to pull the tank to rescue or to safety, which, you know, it did in my testing, but for some reason it doesn't work right now. All right, here we go, and horse away. Okay, so it might take more than just one horse to pull this whole tank thing. So here we go. I've attached a couple more horses and off to the races. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I'm pulling the tank, all right. Look at that. I'm actually doing it. It's slightly wonky, but it's working. Now, the real reason, of course, I've prepared a bunch of contraptions with the horse is because I've actually wanted to use it to have some fun with some humans. Now, the first thing here is just Bob lying on the floor, nothing to protect him, and we're gonna have a horse trample onto him. What could possibly go wrong, huh? Bob's just fine. Oh boy, Bob, I sure hope there isn't more horses coming through. There we go, a whole stampede. And Bob is still fine. Turns out that having horses jump on you, it's not that deadly after all. Now, instead of having the horses trample onto you, I've actually done the liberty of attaching some ropes to Bob's hands, and we're gonna have two horses go the opposite way, and Bob is gonna be ripped to shreds. Hopefully. At least that's the plan. We'll see how it works. There we go. And... oh God. Yeah, Bob, that was not supposed to happen. Right. As you can see, I've stopped it right in the nick of time because I'm gonna change the ropes to some chains. And with these chains, I should be able to rip the arms off because the ropes are just not strong enough. So here we go, and action. Oh, Bob is able to hold the horses together. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. I mean, not the horses together, but his arms together. He's not even moving. I didn't know Bob was this strong. Bob, you're the man. Is this causing any strain at all? It's causing a little bit of strain, I'm assuming. Now, I think I know how we're gonna solve this because we need the horses to get a little bit of speed before they yank onto Bob's arms. So here we go then. Everything is set up, ready to go, and Bob is gonna be ripped to shreds. Forgot to unfreeze the arms. Oh, I'm such a... Ignore the broken horse. He's still working just fine. He just had a minor accident. Here we go! Ripping Bob's arm to shreds! Yes! No! Oh, Bob is actually holding together. Bob is just fine. Would be a shame if somebody were to touch you with a helium thing into your face, and that's gonna make it, what has happened? What have I done? I don't know what I've done, and it's gonna explode. That's what it, okay. And this arm is gonna, So I think I've actually might have been a little bit too enthusiastic with the whole horse thing. So I'm stepping it back a notch. Still gonna be a little bit crazy, but I'm stepping it back a little bit. So here we go. Here we have a horse attached to Bob with a rope in between and a giant spiked wall of death. So you guys can tell what's gonna happen over here. Let's just play it, see what happens. There we go. Boom. And the horse just continues on and on forever and ever until it eventually hits a wall and just does nothing. Now, not only is Bob able to take hits from the horse, he's also able to sit on top of the horse like this, like some sort of a knight. But there's only one thing that's going to happen to this knight, and that's night. I have a hammer swing in here. It's gonna end Bob's life. That's it. That's all that's going to happen. Here we go. 3, 2. Did you guys see that? Bob actually ducked. I can't believe it. How did Bob actually do that? He's not going to do it again, that's for sure. Here we go. 3, 2. There we go. Suck it, Bob. Off to the sunset with you. Goodbye. So the previous experiment gave me an idea. What if we just decrease the height of the hammer one by one, and eventually something odd will happen? There we go. The first one will not hit anything. The second one might hit Bob unless he ducked. Third one, there we go. Oh my God, that worked way better than I thought it was gonna work. And I think Bob is not liking this at all, not even a little bit. Continuing on with the theme, here we have a ramp going down with some knives on top of it, and Bob is sitting on a horse ready to go. This is only gonna end one way, and that's Bob's gonna get a new haircut, pretty much. Otherwise, I'm not gonna. What? How is he? Oh my God! You should not have set up on the horse anymore because you were just about to make it. So I actually did really like this a lot, which is why I'm sending a couple more Bobs this way. And this, oh, it's so loud. Here we go. Is everybody ducking at the same? They are kind of. Is anybody gonna survive this? Yeah, the last few are surviving. That's pretty cool. They only got a new haircut and some minor scratches to their heads. Now, having Bob sitting on a horse like this is not the only thing we can do, because we can also attach weapons to him. Like this. Say hello to Bob jousting. Here we go. It's quite unfair because only one of them's got a weapon, but Bob ducked. And now they're kissing and making out. Look, the horse is almost formed like a heart shape. That's adorable. So to make sure that doesn't happen again, I've now strapped 3 Bobs at the back here, and one of them is eventually gonna stab the other one, and oh, we're gonna have some cool stuff happening. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's just beautiful. That's poetry in motion, that is. Literally in motion. They're moving towards the right all the time. Now, what would happen if we had 2 Bobs jousting against each other on the horses? Here we go. Oh, nothing happened. Nothing at all. I'm truly disappointed, which is why you are all gonna feel a mild explosion. There we go. Now, let's say Bob over here was in need of medical attention. Let's say he needed a new brain of some sort, and here we've got an android brain. Now, I'm gonna see if I can put this brain into Bob, but first we need to remove his old brain. And to do that, I've actually hired a horse with a chain attached to the brain bit here. It's gonna pull the brain out. So, horse, here we go. There we go. And Bob's brain just came flopping out. Now, since his brain came out, we can just plunk this new one in. I'm assuming. Hello? Accept the new. Oh, I'm so sorry. Now, let's say a horse has fallen over a cliff and you are hanging onto the cliff and you're still holding onto the horse. The question is, should you keep holding onto it or should you release it? Because it might A, rip your arm off, or B, rip your arm off. I also should change that chain. I'm just gonna put a chain here. You know, we can't have anything that's gonna give way. There we go. All right, 3, 2, 1, action. Is Bob actually doing curls with a horse? It looks like he's doing curls with a horse. I just need to make sure that this wasn't a fluke. So the horse is falling. No! The horse is falling kind of slow, which makes me think that this is an invalid test. Because I think the horse should weigh more like a ton, like this. So he should actually, oh, Bob is doing surprisingly well. I've created a monster. Cool. Speaking of monsters, this is SCP-002, I think. And it's got some sort of a room here that will turn humans into something. But to test this out, I thought we should take Bob to the side here because we're going with a horse theme today. Are you sure where this is going? So we're gonna see if it affects a horse. And to do this, I don't think the horse is actually going to be able to walk in there. So I'm just gonna move it manually like this. There you go. All right, the horse is in, and then we close the door and we wait. Is something gonna happen? How does this work? do I just sit here and look at it for a bit? Okay. I think it might need an actual human though. So we're gonna take this horse and we're gonna pull it out and toss it away, or it can stand on top. Okay, then we take Bob here, and we're gonna take. Oh, sorry, your foot. Oh snap! What happened? The door just closed. Oh, it created Bob into a TV. What is this? Can I turn the TV on? TV doesn't work. Okay, another one. Let's see if we get another decor. Oh, there we go. And what is it gonna turn into this time? Maybe a sofa. Maybe a painting. Maybe beer. Okay. You know what? Sure. I got one more human in there. Can't hurt, really, can it? Oh, this is amazing. I didn't know this thing worked that well. And it's created a flower pot. I like how the human is just reduced to a simple pot with a flower in it. There we go. In you go. And it turns into a vase. Cool. Right. So this thing actually just consumes humans and makes them into like a organ themed whatever you want it, like TV or vase or something. That's pretty cool. So why don't we put a few humans in here then, and everybody's gonna be turned into something else. Uh-oh. You push your TVs and stuff. Amazing. So I'm wondering, do you think it would accept a genetically modified human then? So what if we turn this human into a mermaid human and we stick him into here? Would it accept it? It will. It can turn a mermaid human into either a TV vase or something else. Okay, so that's it. That's what this thing can do. Not that scary. Not even that scared. Now, I did create a version of the horse that is able to carry stuff for me and, push it against Bob. So here we have a horse with a landmine strapped to it. What could possibly go wrong? Well, for starters, this thing could actually ruin it. So there we go. And then we're going to see what the horse can do with a landmine. Will Bob survive it, or will he? I really don't think this is the proper way to transport one of these fusion Bobs or whatever. But that's what I'm doing. So here we go. Fusion bomb onto Bob. Yeah! And with a bang.